Hey all, so it's my first lecture about human computer interaction. These are the topics about the human computer interaction. Now, this is the introductory part, importance of user interface. I would like to tell you what is the meaning of the importance and definition. Now, second part, we'll discuss in this lecture importance of good design, how which type of design should be, and the good user interface and benefits of good design, a brief history of screen design. And the third part we'll discuss later, graphical user interface, that is called in descripted GUI. What is the popularity of graphics, concept of direct manipulation, and the fourth part is graphical system characteristic. And the last part, web user interface, means how we interact with the web. Now website, a website, a collection of pages on the of any server like Google. Most of all, we use popularity and characteristics principle of user interface. Now come to the question number one, and it's a introductory question that is everyone is visible to see here. And the part one, importance of user interaction and interface definition. It is also called machine man machine interaction, MMI. And what do you mean by the question first? What do you mean by the user interface? Define user interface design. Why user interface is important? Now, first of all, I would like to tell you what is the meaning of the interaction. How we interact with the system means like our computers, personal computer, like laptops, maybe PC and mobile phone. Uh, Literally, we are talking about all the digital electronic equipments or machines. And the first point is the user interface is the part of a computer and its software that people can see, hear, touch, talk to, otherwise understand or direct. Means the part of the software we can see, touch, heard, or how do we interact with the computer system. This is the first point of this whole chapter. Means what is the user interface? Come to the second point. User interface design is a subset. User interface design is a subset of a field of study called human computer interaction. Means which type of design of the computer should be that should be compatible to the user. If that is not compatible and that not suitable, that not aesthetic to the user, the user will lose the interaction of the site. Now, third point, human computer interaction is the study planning, how to plan to make a website is user friendly. Second point, and the design of how people and computer work together so that the person need are satisfied. The most effective way, if you are interacting with the website, that is more compatible. That is more complex. So, most of the people would not go. I mean, to use that website. The web, that an application that is a it may be operating system like Linux. Linux is a very complicated operating system as compared to Windows. So most of the people, literally most majority use Windows operating system because that is more compatible to users. Now come to the fourth point. The user interface has essentially two components. And what are these components? Input and output. So we know very well what is the meaning of the input, how we give the command to the computer. This is the meaning of the input. And the second thing, how do we get the result from the computer? So this is the communication within the man and machine, input and output. And the fifth point, proper interface design will provide a mixed well designed input and output mechanism that satisfies the user needs, capabilities and limitations in the most effective way possible. And how can we make a possible to user interface that should be give correct output to the user? And the last point, user interface is important because it makes easier for target audience to clearly see the information about the particular products. Okay, this is the critical question over here. There's a critical point here. And what is the meaning of the targeted audience? If we talk about the Twitter, and there are different applications. All the applications could not be merged into one application because every application has a different aspect, like a LinkedIn and Facebook. Facebook is a commercial, I mean the commercial social networking site. On the other hand, LinkedIn is a professional application. So both are different, both are aspect of the application is different. So this is the meaning of this point.